Have you ever wondered what a gastroenterology nurse truly does? Before you say I play and poop all day, you'd actually be surprised at how little poop I have to deal with. But I'd like to briefly discuss the roles, training, and some of the skills required to be a sedation nurse in GI. A little information from the RN Careers website of 2023, as well as my own personal experiences as a GI OR nurse for the past 6 years. So let's go ahead and dive right in and talk about some of the training and some of those procedures. Now, in order to become a GI nurse, you first have to have a minimum of 1 year sedation experience. You can obtain that by working in the ICU or the ED. Now, the American Board of Certified Gastroenterology Nurses found that on average, most GI nurses had already had anywhere from 5 to 20 years experience working in ICU or ED before they transferred. I mean, as you can understand, it's crucial to understand GI anatomy, disease processes, different types of polyps, whether they're pedunculated, flat, sessile, changes in the mucosal lining, as well as anticipating your surgeon's needs depending on what you see on the screen during that procedure. So let's kind of move right in and talk a little bit more about those procedures. Now, the common ones, colonoscopies and endoscopies, or EGDs, esophagogastroduodenoscopies. We all know what those are. With an EGD, we're also going to utilize that to place a new peg or a difficult NG that needs to have visualization prior to getting an X-ray and confirmation of placement. You also have an ERCP, which is an endoscopic retrograde cholangiopancreatography. What a mouthful. And what that is it's a procedure done under general anesthesia. Patient will be intubated fully, completely under fluoroscopy. We'll do a couple of different things. We may do brushings of the common bile duct or pancreatic duct. We may place stents. We may do balloon sweeping to remove stones. And then we also have an EMR. Now, this is an endoscopic retrograde, or excuse me, endoscopic mucosal resection. And this is where we're going to remove very large polyps or even tumors in that mucosal membrane, as well as an EUS, which is an endoscopic ultrasound guided procedure. Now, these are going to be masses or tumors that we find growing behind that mucosal wall and growing into that muscular layer. So, for the medications, we tend to use Versed, fentanyl, Benadryl. Now, that's going to be all conscious sedation, but we also do propofol with anesthesia. And nurses need to understand the contraindications, the uses of the medications, the reactions, how a patient may react to it, whether it's their breathing or even respiratory depression. So, moving into now, emergency response procedures, we need to make sure that we as nurses can jump right in, secure those airways, and reverse that sedation. Whether it's going to be we cut a inverted tick that now we have a perf in the colon. We have to be calm, steady-headed, alert, and ready for any emergency. Now, before we conclude, in the moments I have left, I can't emphasize enough the importance of specialized training skills that these GI nurses have and how much they provide high quality care and, of course, positive patient outcomes. The other thing I'd like to do before I leave is to thank any of the GI nurses and GI docs out there in the audience for everything you do. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.